for you again.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I've inspired 2-3 different people to gut their vans.
I can see why.
What in the hell am I carrying all these seats for? You know, once in a blue moon, I see somebody, you know, or I'll have somebody go with me. But like when I go to Portland, you know, my daughter's got a truck and we go fishing, so we just go in her truck. You know, this is for me to live in. And
So this is all your clothes, your wash basin.
uh-huh.
What is that sprayer for?
That's how you shower.
Oh, really?
See, I used to carry a road shower. I used to have a second pipe here. You'd fill full of water, you know, and it had a garden hose on the end of it.
Yep.
And, you know, it's got a thing you can fill it up from the top. I got rid of it and carried that water up there. This is the best way to shower. Fill this up. It's 2 gallons. Just set it out in the sun all day. And then you hook up your sprayer, just like standing in a shower.
Sure.
Soak yourself down, then you soap up and soap yourself off. So that, instead of that big elaborate road shower I used to carry, you know.
There you go.
But yeah, I put that out in the sun, like let it sit out all day. And I ain't showering tonight because I showered yesterday, but I let that sit out all day. That shit, the water's like 100 degrees, you know, if you bathe about dark, you know.
Yeah.
And plus I don't go to campgrounds and stuff, so there aren't any people around 90% of the time, 99% of the time when I'm camping. And so I just carry a rubber mat. You can see it over there, and I just stand on that and soak it down and got my own fold-up toilet.
There you go. Food up top. You've got a big old pantry up there.
Oh, yeah. I carry 2-3 months worth of food.
Wow.
And because like I said, I can stay out a long, long time. And sometimes I might not stay out for 4 or 5 days, and then I'll go somewhere else. But if I find a place I really, really, really like, you know, sometimes I'll stay there for weeks.
Wow.
But just like I said, the tables, I had a wood table. I got rid of that. You know, I had one that set up on really kind of safari looking, totally unnecessary. You know, went to Walmart and bought those 2 things. And,
There you go.
I keep it as simple as I can. And
Sleeping platform. This gun rack, a bunch of ammo and other tools. Is that an ammo box there, that wood one?
no, that's just an old wine box. I keep hats and gloves and handkerchiefs in.
Okay.
And then all my stuff, like my tools and other crap, they're all in those little plastic ammo cans.
Okay.
And then the regular ammo is up under there, what ain't belted up here. And because sometimes I'll shoot 1,000 rounds a month. And so, like I said, that's my picadillo, you know, shooting guns. And I've done it all my life. So, yeah, like I said, I make money at it sometimes. So,
Can't beat that.
nah,
So you said over 250,000 miles on this thing, all
Yeah.
from you?
all from me. And yeah, and when I hit the road, I guess it had under 20 on it. I don't remember what it was, but it was under 20. And it's right at 250. I think it's at 246 or something like that. So it's right at 250,000 miles.
Wow.
And that's the other thing. People don't change fluids in their vehicles like they're supposed to. You know what I mean? If you keep your oil clean and you keep your transmission fluid clean, and keep your air filters changed, there ain't no reason why you can't get 500,000 miles out of a car. But, you know, how many people change their oil every 4,000 miles? Very, very few.
Right.
And but I do that religiously.
Okay.
And,
it doesn't leave you stranded too often, huh?
it's never left me stranded. Ever.
Really?
And other than blowing 2 tires, you know, at one time, that stranded me for about 8 hours.
And that's why you said you moved your tire up here?
Yep.
So that's not underneath? Because it's hard to get a...
First recommendation, anybody that travels out in the middle of nowhere, don't have a spare under your car. And which is where they put them in most cars now. You know, they're up underneath. And unless you've got a really jacked up truck, it's a bad idea. And but I don't like the jacked up trucks, and because they're not stable. You know, I don't know if you've ever been in a really lifted truck or something, and a big wind come along.
Oh yeah.
I don't care.
Doesn't track quite like your.
Bitch will roll you all over the place, you know. So low to the ground and go slow. And I've learned that because I was in the construction business, and I've seen damn full track loaders get stuck in mud. You know, D60 Caterpillars, and
Sure.
I've probably owned 15 trucks in my life, and you can stick any of them. You know, there ain't no getting around that.
Right.
And, you put it in the wrong place. It's only vehicle I ever had that I never stuck was a little Suzuki Samurai, but that ain't nothing but a big engine with a tin can on the top of it. I mean, it's so light. You know,
Right.
like me and you could get on the back end of it. You know,
Yeah.
I've still got the thing back in Georgia, and you could pick it up and move it. And but other than that, trucks. I don't care how big your motor is. I don't care how great your four-wheel drive is. You drive it in that South Georgia mud, you'll stick it. You know, so the main thing is go slow. You know, and that solves your problems.
Yeah. Well, that's quite the setup. It's pretty cool. No heater, just candlelight. Candle.
Yeah, like I said,
heated.
I got one of those. You know, I set it up on my cooler and turn it on for 10 minutes, and that thing will cook you out of the van. You know, so I got rid of all that crap. Got rid of my road shower. You know, got rid of the mattress. You know, see me again in another 2 years, I'll probably have even less. And I do carry a strong box safe because I keep all my papers in there since, you know, I sold my house and everything. So I keep all that in there, and it's bolted to the floor.
Wow.
Some bitch need a blowtorch if he wants to get it out of there. And got to get rid of me too. But
and a few of your weapons that you have.
Yeah,
piled up.
The weapons. And but it's a heck of a life. I'm gonna tell you. And I have enjoyed the crap out of it. You see that black bag? That's about 2.5 weeks worth of clothes right there.
Okay.
That stuff I'm giving away. So I constantly get rid of stuff. And so when I stop in Bend, I'll do my laundry, and then, you know, I'm good to go for another month. And,
Wow. So 2 months worth of food, about 18 gallons of water, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I've
Months worth of clothes.
I've been able to stay out. Well, longest, like I said, I've stayed out. I stayed out 27 days. Now I did have 18 gallons of water. I had 3-gallon jugs and probably 5-6 packs of Coca-Cola, and but I still had 1.5 of these when it came back
Really?
in. Yeah, and but there's always, you know, like the old Marines used to have a saying: 2 is 1, and 1 is none.
Yep.
You know, so always
1 is none, 2 is 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I kind of lived. My dad was a Marine, so I kind of lived by that philosophy, and it's a good way to go. You know, carry 2 knives, and you always got one. I carry 2 of everything. But beyond that, you know, I get rid of everything I can.
What's your top pieces of advice for somebody just starting out traveling in a vehicle like this?
Arm yourself. And the reason I say that, I've had 1 incident in 3 years. Well, 2. I had a drunk Indian assault me in a Walmart parking lot in Arizona. Tried to rob me, but that was in a Walmart. That wasn't out in the woods. You know? And I had to flatten his ass. And then one other time I had to run off some meth heads. You know, they were cooking meth. They decided to come camp next to me and cook meth, and that ain't going to happen. You know, and I don't care what anybody does. You want to smoke, dope, drink, whatever you want to do, don't bother me. But you ain't cooking meth next to me. You know, and I'm not going to smell it.
All right.
And I told him to get the hell out of there. And he said, "We got guns. We ain't going nowhere, motherfucker." And I said, "Well, I got a gun and a shovel. So you either go or I'll bury your ass out here." And they took me serious. You know, I was bluffing, of course, but I do have a shovel and a gun. And anyway, it intimidated them and they left. But be
fun.
armed, because there are a lot of times if you've lived in cities a lot in your life, it can be very. And I say this based upon other people I've known. I know a lot of people who started this life and have quit it out of fear, and because it is just you, when you're out by yourself like this. And so I'd say for that extra added sense of security, carry a damn gun. That'd be the first thing. And the second thing is, don't get in a hurry. Everybody, we're raised to punch the tickets. You know what I mean? Punch the clock. And forget about it. Like I said, I don't even wear a watch anymore. I lived by the watch for 40 years, when I had a construction business. I don't anymore, and it takes a while to get used to doing that. Where, like, it is Friday. I mean, I thought it was Sunday, and and so don't get in a hurry, and just like the Boy Scout said, be prepared. That's all, and you ain't gonna have no trouble. And but particularly if you're a girl, going out, definitely arm yourself. And but I give that advice to anybody, because it ends argument. People see you're armed, it ends arguments before they ever even have a chance to start. You know what I mean? And so it's just a good idea.
I like it.
And which is, it's just common sense. Like Shakespeare said, one sword keeps another in its sheath. And who was the English guy that said an armed society is a polite society?
I like that, yeah.
And it's true, You're not going to start shit with somebody that's, armed. And so it precludes a lot of problems. And most people, 99% of the time, most of the people I've ever been around, nice as they could be. But even nice people sometimes get drunk, or they get too high, and they do shit they shouldn't do. You know what I mean? And so it's just always good, like the Boy Scouts say, be prepared, cover your contingencies. It's just like this old buffalo gun, which I carry everywhere, and it's a 45-70. And huge bullet.
Yeah.
And like when I'm in the lower part of the country, because the thing kicks so freaking hard, I just use 300 grain bullets. If I'm in grizzly country, I switch out to my 405 grains, which knock a grizzly on his ass. I mean, I don't care how big he is, and it's a solid. These are hollow points that are in it now.
Right.
We use a 405 grain solid, but they're no fun to shoot. I mean, they are not. Hell, even the 300 grain, you'll know it after you've shot it a couple of times. But the 400 grain, it's like to say you're being attacked by a grizzly. You ain't gonna feel your recoil, and you ain't gonna worry about it. But it just depends on where I'm at as to what I do. So I just try and be prepared, for everything.
Awesome.
And, that's the best advice I can give anybody. Think it through. And but if you're in a hurry, you're not going to enjoy yourself. Like I feel I do. And even if you're still working, when I was younger, I might set aside 10 days to go hunting somewhere. But beyond, I'm going there. I never gave myself a schedule. You know what I mean? When I get there, I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. And that's the way I do it now. And it's like I'm gonna go see my daughter on the 4th of July, and we're going fishing for about a week sometime this summer. Like between now and then, I'm gonna leave here next couple of days probably, and I'm gonna go up and get in a more woodland place. It's a little variety. That's all.
I like it.
Oh, you record this whole thing?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, now you got an interview.
Yeah.
I'm Everett.
Well, awesome. Thanks a lot. I'll stop recording you now. You can feel free
it's no
to.
big deal to me. Shit, I don't care. And
Yeah, no, sorry. I thought you were.
No,
I thought you saw the camera.
It don't make. I don't know much about those things, and I know how to use a computer and I know how to use a cell phone. That's about it. I've been carrying the GPS. My daughters and my sister got together because I'm in the middle of nowhere all the time. And they bought me a Garmin Explorer
Yep.
GPS, you know, with the satellite and all of that. I've been carrying it for a year and I can't figure out how to use it, so she's going to show me July the 4th when I go see her. And but I've been carrying it for a year, swear to God. And I got it at Christmas a year and a half ago, and I haven't used it yet. You know, I pay for the service every month, so I've got that emergency button I can push, you know, and they'll come get you wherever the hell you are in the world or whatever like that. But I have no idea how to use GPS or any damn thing like that. You know, I'm 67 years old. I grew up, you know, what comes natural to people your age is totally foreign to me, you know. And so, yeah, like, I just thought you were holding that thing. But it don't matter to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. You know,
Well, I appreciate
that's the
it.
greatest thing about getting old. I just don't give a rat's ass, you know, about what I do or, you know, what people say or whether I have my dentures. I guess I should have put my dentures in if you're going to film me.
No, you look great.
But it don't matter.
Yeah, who cares?
That's right. I don't give a
Awesome.
shit.
Well, thank you.